Hi everyone, this is Suzanne and I'm a Chinese metaphysics master in Hong Kong. So today I'm going to talk about the so-called three killings affliction, which is an annual affliction that we always need to look out for when we do a Feng Shui audit. Now, the three killings affliction, it sounds really, really bad and it is not pleasant, but it's not that anybody is going to die. Yeah, so you don't have to be that scared about it, but it is something that we need to look out for whenever we do a Feng Shui audit. So every year there's a particular sector of your home that will carry the so-called three killings energies. And those three killing energies, when they are activated or triggered, they usually bring negative outcomes, as the name implies. Very often they relate to health problems. So it's particularly dangerous or inauspicious for elderly people who are living in the home or for very, very young children. You really do not want to expose them to these kinds of energies, and particularly not this year. Yeah, we're already dealing with a pandemic. So activating the three killings energies can really, really trigger illness energies for everyone in the household, but particularly for those who are already of a weak constitution or have a weak or a compromised immune system. Now, this year, the three killings energy is in the south. And this is actually really bad this year. So you really have to avoid triggering this, because aside from the three killings energies, we also have the annual number 2 illness star in the south. So if you were to trigger the three killings energies at the same time, you would also trigger this annual star that also brings illness. So the effects would be amplified, and of course would then be much, much more difficult to fix and to remedy. On top of that, in the south this year, we also have the year breaker. Yeah, so I was talking about the Grand Duke energy last week. The Grand Duke energy is always the sector that is associated with the year itself. So we're in the rat year this year. So the Grand Duke energy is in the north, specifically north 2. The opposite is south 2. Yeah, so the horse direction is associated with the year breaker. So we've got in the south, we've got the year breaker, we've got the annual number 2, and we've also got the three killings energies. So all three of those combined, if triggered, if activated, would really, really bring energies into our home, into our lives that we do not want. And especially if all three of them overlap, it's very difficult to remedy. So the best thing is to just keep this area quiet. Yes, you can sleep there, although not recommended, because we have the annual illness star there, but it is a sector that you can use. You can also work there if you want to, but what you should avoid is any sort of renovation or repair work that requires a lot of noise, a lot of activity, moving around of furniture. You should also avoid any sort of hammering or drilling activities. So if you want to hang up that beautiful painting that you wanted to put up for a long time, don't do it in the south this year. Yeah, put it somewhere else, but don't even drive a single nail into the wall into the south, in the south sector of your home. Just wait until next year. It's going to be much better. But yeah, just avoid it at all costs. Yes, you can spend time there. Yeah, you don't have to be too afraid. Nothing is going to happen if you just sit there, if you sleep there, if you work there. But ideally, no additional triggering, and for sure, no water in this area if you can avoid it. Yeah, so that's the three killings energy. If you want to know more about this, if you're planning renovations and you want to make sure that none of this is being violated, that everything is in accordance with Feng Shui principles, then get in touch with me. My contact information is down below in the notes.